Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the nation of justice? As far as I know, that...
Does their Archon personally judge people?
No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor. However, even then, Focalor will still make herself as Archon. She still reserves the right to influence the final verdict. Anyway, after recent events, the Akasha can no longer function as it used. I've given it some thought. But this is definitely not a bad thing. The Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity. Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha. And as for the former sages have received their punishment. But the new sages have yet to be... I hope that the new 6 great sages will be more focused on academic. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. I've already taken some measures to address this. He's still in a coma. I know you have many misgivings about him. Don't worry. In addition, there is still... His future will be determined... After recent... I've given... But this is the Akasha's... Although people may initially feel... And as for the former sages, I hope that the new 6 great sages... The other big issue... I've already taken some measures... You mean... What happened at... Not exactly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, however, in spite of the bad situation, I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate. The Heavenly Principle. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500... I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it's just a bluff, I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by. And as for the exchange served as both punishment for the doctor, as well as a boon of new knowledge. Are you sure? Huh? About your brother. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information.
Yeah,
This is true in your case. However, there must be something different about your brother. Because...
What?
There's only one possible explanation.
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat?
According to the record, after the Conria disaster, he began... But just as his journey was about to reach its conclusion...
What do you mean, Fuzzy? Did something happen to him?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating his fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that...
But even that wouldn't
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
What's a Descender?
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the A very important part of the intel was about this world's Traveler, you are Teyvat's 4th Descender.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other
That's right. My current hypothesis is that as for the other Descenders, I still need to And yet, even knowing all this, there are many questions in my heart as well. And soon, I'm very interested. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
I'm sure glad
The pleasure is all mine. Alright, that's enough time.